G'day, welcome to Distant Date Night, live from Candelo, New South Wales, to the world. My special guest tonight is Martin.
Hey.
I haven't checked with you how I say your last name. Is it Leigh?
Leahy.
Leahy. Okay, sorry, bloody Aussie. Leahy.
All right.
I was about to say it and I was like, oh no, I think you might have it wrong, Mel. Maybe start again. Introducing our special guest tonight, like straight out of Cork, Martin Leahy. How you going?
Really good. Yeah. How's yourself?
I'm good. I'll put you a bit closer. You're far away there. Yeah, good. Just I'm at the end of the day, so kind of winding down, and
Yeah.
I practiced some songs on the couch earlier on, and I might try them or I might not because I was a bit. They're newish ones, so I don't
Great.
know if my fingers will work properly yet. But
Okay. Yeah.
I,
Yeah. I'd like to.
I'll,
Yeah.
I'll play a warm up song. Just let me see. I'm in open E already, so I may as well just play a song that I wrote when I first moved to this funny little town called Candelo. So it's surrounded by
Brilliant.
dark mountains, and it's got like roly-poly hills, and I was imagining what a character at this certain house was thinking. So it's called Tall Trees Arms. I'll play that now, and then I'll see you in a second. Cool.
Great. Thanks, Ben.
Okay. Oh, I do pick the highest song. I just realised I picked the one that's up in the sky. Hang on, I'm just going to lift my body up to singable height. Newspaper waiting game. It's been so long since I felt the scent of soft warm breath. I try to keep her warm. The garden slowly grows. The kettle sighs. My heart wanders out the window, but it isn't free. Where long white clouds cover green foothills, lonely valleys with creeks trill, breathe frosty air, catch dropping stars, be caught in mountain tops, and tall trees are. I tucked her into bed, brushed her hair. She looked at me with those gray green eyes, left me there. My wife, my lover, for so many years. Now from the veranda I sit and watch her disappear. Where long white clouds cover green foothills, lonely valleys where the creeks trail, breathe frosty air, catch dropping stars, be caught in mountain tops, and tall trees are. Take me with you, dear love of mine. I'll put on my suit and my coat and walk up the road. I'm going to walk till the last wind blows, to where the road forgets to wind to where I know long white clouds, green foothills, lonely valleys where the creeks trail. Breathe frosty air, catch dropping stars, be caught in mountain tops, tall trees are.
Beautiful, Melanie.
Thank you.
Gorgeous. Yeah,
Cool.
really like that.
Was that loud enough? Did I? I didn't check my.
No, it sounded
my
perfect.
loudness.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Cool.
Gorgeous.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh yeah. What's it? It's daytime. I made you get up early, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. And I had to get up even 2 hours before that just to make it look like I just hadn't got up. So, it was terrible altogether. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if you've been doing it. Like either all of us have been sleeping in during lockdown, or we've like been getting up really early and going to bed at 9.
Yeah, definitely. The patterns are all over the place. Yeah.
I've taken badly to having an afternoon nap, so I even had one this afternoon, like at 4 o'clock. I'm like, come on, you can't like get a nap.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good. Yeah. Morning naps and afternoon naps and evening naps. Yeah.
Yeah.
For them. Yeah.
Do you want to play us a song? What have you got?
Yeah.
First?
So I'll play a song called Brian. It's about a friend of mine who died in 2004. Called Brian Mead. Bloom, God of life, you're snapping off a branch, or cans in a plastic bag. We're taking every chance. The voice and her melody, the light new dance is dear. We spun in the drunkenness of never-ending years, of never-ending years. Over the myriad dreams not meant to be, fearless in everything, you flew and you were free. Our shoes on the dusty road, holding on till the dark. Oh, Brian, I'll always love you. It all stays in my heart. Inside a lit saloon, the relic of a band, all their memories come crashing through. You cut me on the stand. Deeper the valley goes, you looked for your lost dead. Bigger than words I had that were swirling in my head, swirling in my head. Over the myriad dreams not meant to be, fearless was in everything. You flew and you were free. Our shoes on the dusty road, holding on till the dark. Oh, you know, bride, I'll always love you, keep you in my heart. Oh, you know, bride, I'll always love you. It all stays in my heart.
Woo! That's it's so pretty. That's how yeah, beautiful song. Michael Fitzgerald hopped in there and said, "Hi, Martin, beautiful song." And
I should, I'd like to say hello to Aoife Fitzgerald as well. She lives in Sydney.
cool. So
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
pop in later. And Charlie's.
yeah.
What were their names again?
Aoife Fitzgerald. She lives in
Yeah,
Sydney.
cool.
It's tuned in, I
Yeah,
think. Yeah.
cool. Wicked. The it's so pretty. I've been following along as you upload your songs on your page, so they're so
Oh,
pretty.
thanks.
I shared the link to your on the post up above. I shared the link to your Bandcamp and pointed people towards your YouTube. But I was wondering, is
Oh,
there a better place for people to go, or like
no, that's about as good as it gets. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks.
cool.
Yeah,
Um, okay, I'll play a song.
great.
Sometimes I get talky. Sometimes I'm talky, and sometimes I'm just gonna sing. But I'm still in
Yeah,
open E, so I'll play like one I wrote on a hard day called "If We Can't Be Together," and I'll come back and see you. See you soon.
brilliant, Melanie. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay. Newspaper wedding came. No, that's the wrong song. That's what I did before. All right. See, this is the problem if they're all in E, then they sound. I started the wrong place again. If we can't be together, it will be very hard. I cried so much last night just thinking about what we'd miss out on. If we could only try and push on through another storm, what do you think we'd find a beach somewhere to play upon? In the sun, with mornings full of kisses scattered everywhere, we'd remember what it was like when we first met, before our silly heads tried to decide. Don't say it's too far gone to give another try. We've made mistakes which now are clearer on the other side. We forgot that we are people, not just pawns of life. Paying bills is nothing compared with making the other smile. 'Cause we had fun, long forgotten evenings before we had a care. And we both always wanted the other person there to show them all the wonders we'd found. There was sun, mornings full of kisses scattered everywhere. Late for work, we tumble out with tousled hair, wishing away the hours to come back home. Ooh, ooh, ooh. If we can't be together, it will be very hard. I cried so much last night just thinking about what we'd miss out on. If we could only try and push on through another storm, do you think we'd find a beach somewhere to lay upon? In the sun, with mornings full of kisses scattered everywhere, we'd remember what it was like when we first met, before our silly heads tried to decide.
Beautiful, Melanie. Gorgeous.
Thank you. Cool.
Yeah.
Was,
yeah, lovely.
I'm a bit fond of these. It's been a while since I've written things down low, but those last two I wrote kind of close to each other, in the open tuning, and
yeah, lovely sound as well. The open tuning,
and it's fun. It's fun because then you can pull out those like the melodies in the guitar, eh? Like,
yeah, and, really nice.
Yeah, so it's cool. Thank you.
Great.
So how's Ireland been since I last saw you?
Great. When was it? Was it about 3 years ago?
January last year. I managed to sneak one little bit in. Like I managed to sneak one tiny Irish adventure in January 2020, but between the bushfires and the pandemic.
Oh wow! Brilliant.
So I was over there when the fires were on here. It was quite. I was nervously hoping my house didn't go, but at the same time also aware that it could. And
great.
And supporting your mate. So yeah, it was kind of beautiful to. I got back home in February, and it was like a week later they were like, oh no, all these, a week later they kind of were into no travel or being really aware of travel. So I can't wait to come back though.
Yeah. Well, it's been it's been fine. The same as all over the world. I guess just weird the last while, but we seem to be getting there at the moment. I don't know. It's still a bit weird, but yeah.
Anyway. I heard was it like open day or something this weekend? Was it for you lot or?
It was supposed to be, but they kind of pulled back on it because there's a lot of there's hospitalizations are going up and cases are going up, so they kind of pulled back.
And they knew everybody get drunk.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah.
I think Melbourne. I live in the bush, but I think Melbourne just had its weekend, and everybody said, "Oh, just so that everybody knows, the midwives are going to have to work really hard. July, August next year."
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess. What song have you? Sorry.
Yeah, you go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go. I was just going to say, what song you got next after that?
Oh yeah, brilliant. I'm going to play a song called "Where We Lay Our Bodies Down." It's a song about Anne Lovett. Anne Lovett was a girl, a 15-year-old girl who died in 1984 in Ireland in a small village under a grotto after she giving birth to her baby son who died as well. It kind of it represents a kind of a dark time in Ireland, but yeah, that's what this song is about anyway.
Okay, all right, go forth.
Okay, thanks. I dreamt last night of you, my love, treading your beat as idle as the wind from the river below. We rose up above, gonna give your heart ease till the bitter end. Gonna give your heart ease till the bitter end. Gonna give your heart ease, love, till the bitter end. Under the moonlight, under the starlight, where we lay our bodies down, where we lay our bodies down. Drifted through that world of gold and built the life that we dreamed of. I watched you grow to see you hold no border in your boundless love. No border in your boundless love. No border in your boundless love. Under the moonlight, under the starlight, where we lay our bodies down, where we lay our bodies down. So on we go from where we came, two beating hearts in God's dark light. He's never gonna find you where you lay, buried in my arms tonight, buried in my arms tonight, buried in my arms tonight. Under the moonlight, under the starlight, where we lay our bodies down, where we lay our bodies down. Last night of you, my love, treading your beat as idle as the wind from the river below. We rose up above, gonna give your heart ease till the bitter end. Gonna give your heart ease till the bitter end. Gonna give your heart ease, love, till the bitter end.
Wow, beautiful.
Yeah, thanks.
Just have
Thanks.
to change the button. So they're so beautiful. So are you recording each? Have you got recordings of all these songs, or are you putting them together for a record? Or
Yeah, I'm kind of I just started releasing stuff there last December. Oh, it's nearly a year now, and so I just kind of released a song last December. It's something I wanted to do for a while, but it went well, so I kept doing it. So it's a very new thing. So I'm just kind of releasing singles and seeing what happens. So that's kind of where I'm at the moment. I've no plan, but I might try and put them together and make an album or something. But I'm just kind of seeing how it kind of clicks along at the moment, and you know.
I think like I was saying to some people before too, like it seems even just to compile an album at the moment still seems a little bit weird. I mean, I just kind of put together a list of songs I want to record, but that kind of slow, there's not a lot of things we can kind of make plans for at the moment. So just making a song at a time is actually quite like we can do a song at a time. We can do that, and then we can do the next one.
Yeah, it feels very doable. And an album still has that kind of thing where it just becomes a monster or something. You know, it becomes a big thing all of a sudden where it shouldn't be. But a song seems very doable. You know.
Yeah. And I think it's a bit like it's a bit modern. They seem to, how like we used to put records out and then we would release singles off a record or whatever. It seems to be the opposite now. Everybody sort of just you just sort of slowly put the songs out, and then you kind of like gather them up in a little gather them up together as a piece of time, and then it's a record, and then keep make another one.
Yeah. Which, funnily enough, was I think was how it all started. I mean, I think people just started releasing singles first. You know, the album wasn't there at the beginning. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Actually, I hadn't thought of that.
It's full circle.
Yeah. Could go back, going way back.
Yeah.
Or even just the fact that we should just like sing to each other.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Carly's piped in there. There's a few people piped in on the side there. Carly said, "Beautiful songs." Hey, Carly. And Dad's rounded everybody up and said, there's my dad, Jeff, Sharon. They're in Sydney?
Oh,
Where is everybody? And so people have been chiming in from Massachusetts, and Charlie's in ACT, in Gippsland. You got everyone. They're all tuning in.
great.
It's like a little adventure on our
Yeah, lovely.
own.
Mm.
I was going to attempt that song, and I can't. The one that I said and Dave's in
Yeah,
Wodonga. G'day, Dave in Wodonga. I was going to attempt the newish one, and then I can't find the lyrics. But I was sort of following on from your from the the lady that you just wrote the
yeah.
song about. It's not quite there, but it's a little prayer of a song, and so I don't know, that seems to follow along.
Yeah,
But
great.
yeah, Annie's chimed in from Drogheda. Yay!
Mm.
Okay, I think I can remember it. It's quite high on this guitar because I'll put it up there. That'll do. Okay, see you in a second.
Okay, brilliant.
Okay, I think I can sing this here. Oh, Mother, hear my prayer. Listen in this lonely hour. I'm putting words on paper, seeking reason, seeking right. It's cold here, the winter's come. We huddle into bed at night. I light a candle, I say a prayer. Give me something to believe in. I hoped very hard. I've written poems, counted stars, I've lain in battle with open scars. I'm feeling pain, it hurts so much. The frost comes, it's diamond touch, reaches everything inside. Praise the beauty in this despair. Give me something to believe in. Oh, holy holder of sacred hearts, I know where you take me to. Sometimes I'm brave, sometimes I'm not. Won't you please help me through? Dear earth beneath, dear rolling sea, dear blue sky up above, please help me to believe in love. Give me something to believe in.
Beautiful. Lovely, Melanie.
Ah, thank you. There's,
Yeah,
that wasn't too high after all. It was, yeah. No, sometimes I pick
yeah.
that and sometimes I strum it, but it was nice doing that.
Oh, it's
Thank you.
gorgeous. It sounded like a harp or something. It's gorgeous. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Did some great lines in there. Yeah, love that. Yeah.
it's funny that thing of having I had an accidental shrine. There were lots of different beings on there from different places, and
Okay.
one night, just overthinking and worrying and things. Lit a candle and put the paper down, and it was such a, it was for myself, right? You write songs for yourself,
Yeah,
really. Well, I do. Just
yeah.
write from it. and then share it because I like to. But it's fun when it, when you can take a despair or something and then put it on paper and make a song.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Well, lovely result. Yeah.
Here we go. There's who's popped in there. Barry's popped in too up near Druda as well, and Shanley and Karela. They're some of my favourite people. You said that story before. I was interested, like maybe I could write to you about it, but I don't know a lot of like you said about dark time in Irish history. I didn't really know much about it, so I was wondering, can you tell us more about it, or
Yeah, I suppose it was just a kind of just a kind of a shame and a secrecy around you know pregnancy outside marriage and stuff, and
yeah. They used to they used to put everybody on the train and send them off to Sydney. Like they put the girls on the train and send them to Sydney, and they'd be put into a
yeah,
house and they'd go through it,
yeah,
and
there was
then
a lot
they'd
of
come back,
uh,
with nothing.
yeah, there was a lot of that as well, a lot of homes, yeah, like that, and there's all kind of stories coming out, and yeah, it's just a kind of it's just a darkness, you know, um,
There's
but
beautiful song for it.
oh,
Beautiful
thanks, yeah,
for it, yeah.
yeah.
What have you got for us now?
I have a song called it's a song called "Song for Kirsty McCall." So it's written
Oh
about
yeah,
the
cool.
singer. Yeah.
Cool.
The water's edge, you're cupping your hands. Engines roar out on the wind. An empty piece, alone on the strand, where none of the broken things mend. God's fair earth, you've travelled all night, a soothing low light at the door. The heart beats in the eternal mind, your songs ring out evermore. And tonight I hear a melody, and your voice comes through the dark ocean. Sing out heavenly, sing out the fading spark. The source of grace, of life and of love, would bury all those away. A winter's day, all bright and off the swell, the boat made its way. A picture bright lives on in my mind. He comes up for air and then out of my path, you push him aside. An angel floats round in his house, and tonight there's a melody in your voice coming through the dark ocean. Sing out heavenly, sing out the fading spark. I've seen old ships lay still in the rain. Those things could I one day be. Gentle chaste make prayers in vain, comfort our deep misery. The lines I sung out, the strongest of all, were the ones I did not believe. Through radio waves I hear you call out to me, you were deceived. What is life? All this heartlessness, it's a grieving endlessly. there it lives. All that loneliness, you're spun out on the sea. But tonight I hear a melody, and your voice come through the dark. Oh, shine, sing out heavenly, sing out the fading spark, sing out the fading spark, sing out the fading spark.
It takes me a few seconds. Like I want to clap instantly, and it takes me a few seconds to press a few buttons. So there's a slight delay. Sorry.
Yeah. So when I finished, it sounds like it went down really badly. I was thinking, I think she's after ending the live stream or something.
I need to like get good at it. It's so pretty. Everything you're making is so pretty, and it's really lovely. And
Yeah,
you know, I mean, I met you, as a drummer, and so
yeah.
it's lovely when surprised. Oh, how pretty is that? Oh, and how pretty is your voice? Ah, it's so cool.
Oh, thanks. Great.
Multi-talented fella. um,
Hmm.
the and yeah, well, there you go, Dad's. I always pop up Dad comments. There you go. It's lovely, Martin. Um,
Oh,
get some
great.
round of applause from
Hmm.
Shanley. Um, um, and Sunny's up in there. Nothing like a bit of rainbow. Annie just chimed in saying, "Have I missed Brian?" Well, you have missed it, but you can replay the live stream later. So anyone who's joined in, you can go and hop back at the start and watch it again. Um, and
Great. Yeah.
Natalie's from the mid north coast. Cool. G'day everybody.
Great.
This is the live comments part of the show. I am going to be brave. I'm going to play one I wrote a week and a half ago, I think.
Oh gosh, great. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it's just a just a little thing. It probably could be developed or something, but I kind of like it how it is. You just like
Great. Yeah. Yeah.
that satisfied me.
Hmm.
Okay, I'll play it, and I'll see you in a second.
Great.
Oh, I put you on the solo. Oops. Okay. Okay, ready? I've got my lyrics over there because I needed to write it. Hey. I made it through the night. I'll sing to you at dawn. The heaviness is gone. It leaves my body now. The darkness brings the day. The silence brings a storm. And after all we've made, we'll lay in bed or warm. Last night I laid and cried. The world had weighed me down. The walls had kept me. The water had me drowned. So curled up in my room, I called you all Please hold me till I'm safe. This world has got me down. And in the morning it came, the singing of the birds, the tapping of their feet upon my tin-roofed home, singing to their love, laughing in the rain. I'll sing to you at dawn. I've made it through the night.
Beautiful, Melanie. Gorgeous.
Thank you. I seem to have made it a bit groovier that time than when I was more
Really
picky.
nice.
Anyway, it changes each time.
Very simple. It's lovely. Yeah.
Are you there? Are you still there?
Yeah, it just kind of froze a little bit there for a second.
I think. Oh, hang on 1 second. Don't hang on 1 second. It just appears that my daughters have hopped on my internet. Hang on a second. I just have to mute myself. I'm just going to be quiet.
Yeah.
They swear they aren't. You were talking and everything kind of dropped out and faded in. I'm like, hey, what are they doing streaming on there?
Okay, yeah.
So we got. Oh yeah. So I can't remember how many were. Oh, you've got one. You've got two more, and I've got one more. I think, is that right?
Okay. Yeah. According to my list.
Cool. What have you got for us now?
I've got a song called "The Green Leafy Shade." It's a kind of it's a song about it's very local. It's a song about something that happened in Cork in the year 2000. It's about a guy that died, that was killed, trying to get into a nightclub. He died. He was beaten up by the security staff, and he died. And the family are still. There was never any trial or anything. There was no. The family are still seeking justice. His name is Adrian Moynihan, and they have a Facebook page called Justice for Adrian Moynihan and stuff. So it's a fairly blatant injustice that kind of went on in Cork. So it's called The Green Leafy Shade, and it's about that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
20 after midnight on a March morning. The fire exit door swung open again. The crowd scattered then and let the medics in to revive him. They pumped on his chest, kissed his blue lips. Didn't want to think it, but they knew he'd slipped far away above the city into the morning rain, leaving a cold corpse murdered down that side tracks lane. The sanctuary's light, glowing bright on us all, can be blacker than his blood under the whitewashed walls. Sacred as the secretive deep they hold and keep. Take a wander down along the old spring lane. Think about our city, how they buried his name underneath the green leafy shade where he sported and played. Moynihan had walked the streets of Cork that night, 23 years old, out with his friend on a skite. His footfall on a path under the city lights for the last time. The club's pulse was pumping onto Grafton Street. He turned down the lane, he staggered off beat, pulling in his focus on the men he'd meet who were working the door, misted by the room's red heat. The words that he formed fell broken and slow. The word they gave back was a cut and dried no. Their eyes fixed the plan as he was leaving to go back to the soft night. A shadow from behind goaded low in his ear. He matched what he heard with a raging flare. Then the black-suited pack circled, and from the back he had taken the bait, drifted blind into the trap. The sanctuary's light, glowing bright on us all, can be blacker than his blood under the whitewashed walls. Sacred as the secretive deep they hold and keep. Take a wander down along the old spring lane. Think about our city, how they buried his name underneath the green leafy shade where he sported and played. In a dusty grey light, the scripted word explained, twisted mouths and hollow eyes, a story feigned. No prosecution, nobody blamed for his murder. Nobody bit him or kicked him face down. Dragged inside that door, no one pinned him to the ground. His hands behind his back by no one else were bound. When he choked for his last breath, no one showed mercy on those dying sounds. The sanctuary's light, glowing bright on us all, can be blacker than his blood under the whitewashed walls. Sacred as the secretive deep they hold and keep. Take a wander down along the old spring lane. Think about our city, how they buried his name underneath the green leafy shade. Underneath the green leafy shade. Underneath the green leafy shade where he sported and played. Thanks, Melanie.
Oh, this time I clapped before I changed the setting. Sorry.
Okay.
It's so beautiful. That's so gorgeous, and also it's so beautiful, and you're telling an important story, and I just thought it was great, really. So it's such a hard thing to do, like to take something that's really important and vital, and then turn it into song and pass that along, because we get to, because songs can transport something that is difficult to say.
Yeah. It's I suppose it's
chimed in there.
there is a tradition of songs like that, in the past and stuff. Yeah.
Well, it's funny because it's like it's in the past, right? Like a lot of the ones, a lot of, for, I don't know, if we go down to our local folk festival or something, they'll tell stories from the distant past, but that was sort of, now that when you just sang that song, it's like, well, the point was, it wasn't the distant past when the person wrote it, so it's to pass something along important and that you needed to be looked at, and you pass the song along for people to then to tell that tale. So so it's really cool. Anyway. I was going to play. I was thinking of what song to play, and Annie's chimed in, and I was going to play a song for Annie, but also you made me think of when I was living in Paris. Not living in, when I was visiting Paris a few years back. Continuing with important stories to tell. I was there when the Charlie Hebdo massacre occurred in Paris, and my friends, all these musicians that I met, were all mates with all of those people, and and as I do, I tend to write my love songs, and the night before going into the studio I'd gathered up all these beautiful musos who were their friends, and I said, let's record a record. But the night before going in, my friend Laurent said to me, Melanie, you need to write something about this. It's important. You can't just sit there with your love songs. You've got to make something from this. And so I did. I wasn't entirely sure. I'm not very good at protest songs or stories. I tend to just write on feeling. But this is my attempt at something after that time.
Great.
I'll do that one. I reckon that's cool.
Yeah.
It's called Blue Butterfly. Yeah, okay. All right, I'll see you in a second. That one. I love my blue butterfly. He walks the streets with me at night. Thinks about the revolution. Blue eyes brightly determined. We find music in small corners, tattooed arms and graffitied words. We stamp the pavement with umbrellas, gathering men to sing our chorus. Stop under streetlights to kiss him, but there's so much he needs to tell me. The city that has just been broken opens wounds that must be spoken. So we greet the early morning people who work to keep the streets clean. We shout that there is always love, protest song above the traffic. The key turns, the door is open. The cold wind blows in through the curtain, through the shutters, hints of the sun. Another day's just begun, but we, the overtired soldiers, curl up softly into each other. This war is softened with a whisper, a gentle song and falls to sleep.
Gorgeous, Melanie. Lovely.
Was
Yeah, eerie, kind of beautiful and eerie. Yeah, really.
it
Yeah,
when
powerful.
we were
Yeah,
there? When we were there, like after they did the manifestation where everybody gathered in the middle of the city to to protest, or just to
Hmm.
make a statement of like a statement of community, But well, I was sort of
Yeah,
astonished because it wasn't like an angry protest. It was like this quiet, visual community, like you're not going to destroy our community kind of thing. And then
yeah,
and so like my mate and I were just walking around, and you'd think you'd be more frightened, but actually, it was like 4 in the morning. We'd run into people on the street, and I remember having speaking to people from all different cultures at 4 a.m. We'd run into them, and it'd start playing, just making up music on the street, really, but having
wow, wow,
big deep conversations. But it was sort
yeah,
of astonishing, like you said about eeriness. It was eerie, but also really beautiful, and I kind of wanted to like get that kind of melody that you would sing maybe in a bar at 4 in the morning,
yeah,
and someone might
yeah,
play the whistle, and someone might play the yeah. And we
yeah,
did run through the town with our spray paint and write slogans on walls.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. You definitely captured that. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
beautiful.
Um, but one more song. Lovely to have you.
Great. Yeah.
What have you got for us now?
I'm going to play a cover. So I'm going to play a song called "Bye Bye Blackbird." It's an old song. I don't really know who wrote it, but yeah, I'd like to say hello to my parents as well. I know they're watching. Noreen and Christy Leahy. So and my brother Christy and his sons, my nephews Nicolo and Angelo, and it's Angelo's birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday,
Ah,
Dad.
cool,
So I'll play this for them.
lovely.
Okay, thanks, Melanie. Pack up all my cares and woe. Here I go singing low. Bye bye, blackbird. Where somebody waits for me. Sugar sweet and so is she. Bye bye, blackbird. No one here can love or understand me. But the hard luck stories they all hand me. Make my bed, light the light. I'll be home late tonight. Blackbird, goodbye. Pack up all my cares and woe. Here I go singing low. Bye bye, blackbird. Where somebody waits for me. Sugar sweet and so is she. Bye bye, blackbird. No one here can love or understand me. But the hard luck stories they all hand me. Make my bed, light the light. I'll be home late tonight. Blackbird, 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 goodbye.
Woo! Ah, that's pretty. That's a cool song. Yeah. So you
Thanks.
said
Yeah,
you didn't know who it was by, but it's very gorgeous. Um,
yeah. I think it's an
and
old like Holy Carmichael or someone like that. I should find out properly. But yeah, yeah.
yeah, well, it's beautiful. It sounds great. Um, we can
Mm.
we can say Dad said happy birthday, Angelo. A few people else have chimed in. We
Oh,
can
great.
write back to everybody. We can write back to everyone's comments afterwards,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
we can wave goodbye to everybody. It's so nice having you. Thanks. Nice to see you.
yeah. Thanks.
And
Yeah, thanks very much for asking me, and we hope to see you soon again in
yeah,
around Ireland.
yeah. I want to want to come over. You're always welcome to come and play in Candelo too, by the way. You know,
Oh, great.
there's the hall awaiting. But like I'm kind of okay. I've got a massive wish that like that if we're allowed to, I really, really, really want to like come over there in January and just like hop in
Brilliant.
and write songs and stuff. Really, I just miss
Class.
everybody.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
I didn't know how much I
Yes.
loved I've adopted my adopted extra homes.
Yeah, great. That'd be brilliant. Yeah, man.
Yeah. We'll say good night to everybody. And good night, everybody. Thanks for joining
Yeah,
us. Happy birthday, Angelo, again, and we'll see you soon. And follow up above the link for Martin's music. And have a lovely
thanks.
night. Good night.
Good night.